Hey everybody, it's Ralph with Pondscapes coming at you for another fantastic conversion. So what we are going to be doing today is taking this pond, little fella, and converting it into a medium stack slate urn. Now the cool thing about this is this was once a little model railroad. Tucked way up under that foliage is a waterfall. Going under that waterfall was a little train tunnel. So the current homeowner has only known this as a pond. They never saw the waterfall, but if you look way in there, you can see how saturated it is. We are going to demo this out. We're going to use some of these bigger boulders to create a second elevation. So the homeowner still has this lower planting section, and then we're going to put that medium stack slate urn right here in the center. So that urn, just sitting from the ground up, is 45 inches tall, about 27 inches wide at the widest point. So it's going to fit in nicely to this location, but we are going to have it sunken down a little bit. But when everything is said and done, it's probably going to be close to the elevation of that current waterfall. It's going to look incredible from the patio area and from in the house. And we'll also put a couple lights in it and a light in the very top. So let's get started. Brandon, are you ready?
Always ready.
All right. So the first thing we got to do is get these fish out into safety, and we're going to set them up in a cooler with this water, put aeration to them, and then we'll take them and rehome them later this afternoon. All right, our fish are safe and sound. So now we're just pumping this water out into the common area, watering the trees and plants, and we can get to demo. Hey Brendan, you know what my favorite part about doing these projects are?
What's that?
The bees. Guys, check this out. Like, this is a source of fresh water for these bees. And then we've got our friend, the wasp. I'm sure that wasp has a nest within the rockwork or really close by. Pond is coming apart. Brandon did a good job of getting that biofall out. As I was coming around the corner, Brendan, you saw something that caught you by surprise, right?
Yeah, a rat about that big.
So I come around the corner and I see Brendan's eyes bug out like that, and that big old rat just took off running. So that is something that is going to be problematic in a pond. And there are ways that we can protect our pond and our pond liners from rodent issues. So I think as we get a little further, we'll probably find some chew holes that are indicative to having a rat problem or a mouse problem. So we'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll talk about what can be done when building a pond to prevent that. All right, guys, we're making progress, but it is not record time by any means. It is mid-July and monsoon moisture is rolling in. It is hot, humid, and we've got a lot of bees and a lot of wasps, rats, you name it. It's in here trying to get us, and not to mention a lot of mud. This pond was leaking horribly all over the place. Over here behind the skimmer, this is nothing but mud back here. And it's not a connection failure, what was happening. Whoever hooked up this float valve, the way that was hooked up, there was a nick in the supply line. So that was leaking. So this is just straight mud over here. Under the liner, it's basically a water bed under there. Main reasons for that were when this pond was constructed, this liner was cut so close, there was no tolerance for any kind of potential failure. So when it started to collapse, it started to pull liner down and redirecting water, and it basically went up and over the liner. So constantly leaking. That could also be a result of our rat buddy. You can see little teeth marks in the edges of this. So the liner could have been installed properly, but over the years, the rat has been eating away on that. We just don't know. All right, guys. So I'm gonna show you the truth behind being a pond man. A lot of you think it's nothing but glitz and glamour and setting cool rocks and plugging in the waterfall for the first time. Brandon, you want to show him what it's really about? Let's see what happens when he flips it back over. All right, we have got just about every creepy crawly that you want to deal with out here in Arizona. I saw a baby centipede earlier. There are cockroaches galore flying around. We've got wasps, we've got hornets, we've got bees, a huge rat that came out from under there. I am certain that we're surrounded by scorpions. That is the only one we haven't seen yet. This is what it's all about right here, guys. Guys, I don't know if you can appreciate the amount of life that is at our feet right now. This is the most cockroaches I've ever seen on a project. Something else that's not a lot of fun with those cockroaches, see my shoulders? Yeah, that's not because I was balancing rocks or something on there. It's the cucarachas are coming to just hang out. They think they're parrots or something. Wanted to sit on my shoulder, tell me how my day's going, you know. So that's gross. All right, guys, there you go. There is the remnants of the train pond and the tunnel and all that stuff. All right, we've had a day of firsts. First time I've had as many insects on a job. We're here dumping everything, and I've got another first. This is the first time I've seen a rooster running the dump. I guess he's just making sure everything's going smoothly. Okay, morning number 2. We've got a much better canvas to work with. Let's go take a look and see what we got to get accomplished today. The homeowner wants this feature pushed back a little bit further so she has more planting space available here in the front. So that'll work out great, but we don't want to go too far back because we want to contain some of the splash that's going to be emitted from this urn piece. Hey, Brandon, much fewer cockroaches, right?
Yep.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with that.
So we got less of the insects to deal with. Now we can get this dirt leveled out, bring in some drier dirt. This is still pretty damp, but we're gonna compact it down nice and tight and get it nice and level and test fit that aqua basin. Okay, so we've got most of the dirt backfilled in. Now at this point, we've got to bring in some more dirt and start situating these boulders to have kind of a ring around this and start hooking up the plumbing. All right, guys, so we are this close to the finish line. We're backfilling with dirt, bringing that level up, building the retaining wall all around. Whew. Man, is it a humid one today. Okay, so we have got the retaining wall of boulders built around the front. Pretty much 3/4 of that wall we built this morning and used all of the boulders from the old waterfall and pond. So we're just building this dirt up. You can see our aqua basin still exposed here, but we're gonna bring that dirt up and around and we're gonna pitch it towards the center of the fountain. And then what we're gonna do is put liner as a bib all the way around that. That way when the splash comes out, it hits out here and eventually makes its way back into the basin, preventing excessive saturation in the soil all around. We're not going to be drowning out neighboring plants, and we're going to be saving some water. All right, guys, and just like that, boom, we have got a beautiful medium stack slate urn. So again, this thing is 45 inches from bottom to top, about 27 inches, there it is, about 27 inches wide right there. Now, if you remember the pond that we had here before, that water level was about 4 to 6 inches below the top of this wall. So we brought in about 3.5, almost 4 tons of fill material to get that elevation that the homeowner wanted to achieve with that urn. This is about the elevation, just a little bit more actually than the original waterfall was. It is making a big statement in a small space, giving you beautiful sound, nice and tranquil, and something that's beautiful to look at nighttime when these lights are on. We've got a light here, and of course a light up on the top. That is going to be stunning at nighttime. The homeowner, she is going to work her magic planting around this space again throughout, like in the spring. This area is just lush with vegetation. She does a fantastic job planting in here, so I can't wait to see what she does with her new canvas. Let us know what you thought about this project. Give us a comment, give us a like, share this with a friend that you think needs this, or hey, if you need it, give us a call, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.